Hey everybody, this is Cyrock Omega, and welcome to Egypt, Old Kingdom. So this is I guess you could call it a sequel? Yeah, the sequel to Predynatic Egypt, where the dynasty was established in Predynatic Egypt, so therefore at the end of it, it was no longer Predynatic Egypt. Now we're Egypt, Old Kingdom. So we're gonna be playing this. Of a similar kind of game, I'd imagine. Similar kind of resource management thing. Thank me for buying the game. It was a gift actually from Furry, very much appreciated. So let's fire this up. Yeah, same noise there, same carrot crunching sound. Additional. Oh, neat. Maybe we'll see that stuff later. Let's fire this up. Gallery and quizzes, neat. All right, yeah, let's fire this baby up, huh? Yeah. All right, so like the previous game, we've got a set of rules we can choose. Free DLC that allows for alien domination and mummy apocalypse. As Egypt's gradually develop their civilization without any alien invasions. Then we've got alien domination. Aliens enslaved humans and made them produce resources for them. Interesting. Then we've got the line between our world and the world of the dead is broken, and evil mummies are now invading our world. Let's not play with any of that yet. Interesting. Alright, so we've got historical campaign. All events happen in accordance with conventionally accepted history. No trials. Easy mode. Historical events are present, but there are no key trials. Sandbox. No historical events or trials. You're free to create your own history. We'll go with historical right now. We've got balance mode, historical choice. The set of events and trials is optimized for learning history. Neat. Ambitious mode, more tasks for micromanagement fans. Additional tasks and events, administrations, tech unblocks additional upgrades. Big construction, even more tasks. Option to build additional buildings. The balance of the buildings different, additional tasks and events. Again, we're going to be sticking with normal, as we are playing this for the first time. Ancient Egyptian gods. King, priests, and people see something supernatural in everything around them. Almighty gods. Gods really exist and greatly influence the world. There are not many things mortals can control. Absence of gods. Gods do not exist, and kings with priests are just this concept to manipulate people. God's deems are randoms. Again, we're gonna be sticking with normal. I hit my old Cyrock Omega. All right. Oh wow, there's no more. All right, organization. So this is a reason for arrival. Recommended for beginners. Organized migration. Recommended for beginners. Our chief sent us as part of an organization. Organized mission to expand the territory of our native tribe and to take control of trade routes in this region. Really quick, I'm gonna tweet this out. Tweet out that I'm playing it. So this is my 1776th tweet. America in Egypt. Hooray. Okay. So then there's also a historical variant, forced relocation. Our lands could no longer sustain the whole tribe, so part of our people had to leave. Some resources. Survival. We fled the wars and devastation of Upper Egypt as the native lands of our tribes were completely devastated and the gods desecrated. Yeah, we'll go for the easy modes this time around. We'll go for the more challenging ones in the future. Earthly Paradise. The fertile land is teeming with life and lucky finds. Evil spirits are rare guests here. Many useful finds on city map. Positive events happen more often. Land of Order. Good and evil exist in equilibrium in these lands. Balanced number of useful... Hell on Earth. Evil spirits try to eliminate all the people of this poor land, subjecting them to numerous trials. We've got freedom of will. We are the masters of our own fate and are free to decide it by our own will. Oh, save and load at any time. Interesting. Final judgment. Gods have decided our fate. Sometimes they give us the chance to save our souls, but be devoured by Amit for our souls. Autosave only, so it's like an Iron Man. Predestination. Our fate is already decided by gods, and we just fulfilling their will. No manual saves. Loading the game deletes the autosave. Alright, so there's absolutely no saves coming. I'll just go over this for whatever. Doesn't really matter. Da, the creator god, patron of artisans. And this is actually the historical variant. There is obviously... Oh no, this is the historical variant here. Interesting. The creator god and patron of artisans. He will help us build great pyramids. Horus, the patron god of kings and all rulers. He will help to uphold... And this is patron of Memphis, our capital. He will help to uphold order in Egypt and its outskirts. Style order, building order, and Seth, god of the desert, war and frenzy. He will give us strength and terrify our enemies. Devious. Sure, let's go for all this stuff. Fire it up. King Menkara and his wife Kamarnaveti. 2520 BC. King Menkara had a most beautiful and wise wife. What's her nuts? One of the most religious Alright, yeah. One of the earliest religious confessions in all history is found on her tomb. In it, the queen addressed the gods and testified that she never did evil unto her people. The king greatly loved his wife and built a small pyramid for her next to his. Alright. Yeah. Ooh, a little bit nicer looking. Alright, quest. New settlement. We recommend an organized migration into new lands from Upper Egypt. We found this place to be perfect for a new settlement. In order to have us earn the right to rule these lands, the gods command our tribe to grow. Alright, the goal of the game is to start the game in the future Memphis region. You represent one of the tribes of Upper Egypt colonizing Lower Egypt. To successfully complete the game, you must build a powerful nation within 300 turns, 1400 years to survive the thing. Final harsh trial. Alright. I can't really move around. Oh, hold on. I have to actually do it this way. I can't zoom out, though. Hey, Furry, how's it going, man? And thanks again for the game. Be glad to check this one out. Alright, it's telling me what to do, so yeah, this is a good location here. Famine, try to produce as much as possible and keep a stockpile just in case. Oh, plenty of food. Population growth will be impossible. Alright, so yeah, I've only got one dude. Don't have enough for food yet. Ruling, first chiefs. Our tribe is led by a clan of Upper Egyptian origin. People of that clan trace their lineage to Horus, the solar god. and each chief is considered to be his personification. Horus chiefs have supernatural powers and won't let any harm come to our tribe. Neat. Arid period. The climate is becoming cold and arid. The great desert expands. It is Seth, the evil god of sands, who slowly but surely conquers new lands. Large animals flee to the south, while western savannas turn semi-arid, and so peoples of the savannah migrate towards the Nile. Alright, lower food reduction. Or I lose that much amount of food, wow. Alright, and quest new settler become... We commenced an organized migration into the new lands from Upper Egypt. We found this place to be perfect for a new settlement. In order to have us earn the right to rule these lands, gods command us, our tribe, to grow. So we want to get a lot of food as soon as possible in order to get the most stuff. We get the most guys sooner. Alright, unknown territory. Time to explore the neighborhood. Drag a worker here. I need... how much? Alright, I need that stuff. I need luxuries in order to get another dude. So hopefully luxuries will be here, so let's go ahead and explore it. Alright, I can use WASD. Alright, I guess I'm not actually far enough out that I can use the scroll wheel yet. But I have to start exploring, actually. Alright, I can get another worker. Not a lot of my food, but we need to be making more. Groovy. I believe that's the Nile right there. Population is the most important resource in the game. To build a large tribe, you have to accumulate a supply of food and use them to create population. A large number of population will overcome any ordeal. Each population symbolizes a social group, roughly numbering 250 adults, seniors, and children. Alright, explored that. Scouts bring back important information about nearby lands. A lot of interesting and sometimes dangerous things can be found there. After exploration, carefully study the properties of newly revealed areas. Expansion is impossible without exploration. Let's see. So this is hills. Hill improvements to build houses, barracks, and workshops here, rising over the floodplain. They are the best places to live and work in. Wild cereals, that's additional food. These cereals might not be that tasty, but we can still use them to make bread and brew beer. Flint. That gives us additional food. That's at 0.2 there. This gives us plus 20% reduction. Local flint is of a good quality and will be useful in our daily lives. Alright, so it looks like this would be the best place. Can I actually have to... Okay. Floodplain. Fertile land flooded by the Nile for 3 to 4 months a year. And it's also got good clay. Local clay is exceptional of exceptional quality, increases production. I'm gonna do this and click that. Oh, I have to assign a worker here. I'll put... I want to have you explore. Okay, now I can zoom out. Let's... more exploration right now. Actually, I mean, there's not too much point of exploring a whole bunch of different lands. Although, I mean, I can get one-off instances of finding food and stuff. Let's just do this right quick. Alright, so we could either grow flax or grain. The flax is grown here, a most useful plant. It increases production. Or grain fields. These fields produce more food than any other fields in the world. Alright, I think I'd rather go for the food. Alright, we're constructing that. Production, construction. Production represents various tools and building materials we use for construction. Buildings improve areas and allow us to increase resource growth. Without a huge income of production, construction of pyramids would be impossible. I think it only... Yeah, let's do some exploration. Alright. Hey! Lovely. Oh, that reminds me. Impudent hyenas. Hungry hyenas, charmed by evil spirits, came to our settlement. They are stealing our food and frightening us with their demonic laughter, although they are still too cowardly to attack people. We have to do something. Evil hyenas have settled in our lands. Okay, so we could, alright, we can choose to do things. Worship the hyenas. Or attack the hyenas. If I do this, I could actually... I can build... Okay, these are the things that I can build here. Alright, I get you. It's not like a flat thing. I actually have to build things already. Wow. Alright, flint is the flat thing. Harvest. I think the food production is more useful right now. Anyway, build grain fields, tutorials, animals. Animals live all around Egypt and are an important part of their life. We can hunt animals or worship them and please them by bringing gifts. After thoroughly feeding the animals, we will be able to tame them and even make them live among humans. Remember, high relations increase bonuses and decrease penalties. So I think I will worship them. Okay. Alright, this increases our food production, but it gives us less production because we aren't going to be doing the flint. So let's actually do that. I believe. Yes. Okay. Alright, I explored that. Thickets and hyenas we will need to deal with. Eventually. Right now, we want to just keep building up food, ideally. This is a bunch of food. Culture and technologies. Culture represents our accumulated knowledge of the world, granted by the god Thoth. When we have enough culture, we can make a breakthrough and discover a technology through the autonomous menu. Technologies increase resource growth, unlock new buildings, and provide other improvements. So I can do that right now. Alright, we can go for a tribe. Egyptians acquired the rudiments of a class society. Permanent settlements. Egyptians adopt a sedentary lifestyle and were skilled craftsmen. They'll give us food, a higher worker limit, or food. Oh no, we already have these. Of course. Agriculture, animal husbandry, and fishing form the primary food sources for ancient Egyptians, and sounds... Okay, now the only thing that this is not is hunting and gathering. So it's basically saying we're sedentary farmers and dealing all that. We don't go out and find stuff or hunt. We don't find the food. We don't find berries, and we don't hunt as much. All right, so we choose between these things. Craftsmanship, production, specialization started to develop in Egyptian communities, so it's higher production and luxuries. Cosmetics usage became an important part of Egyptian everyday life, or wildcats became a part of human life. Domestication of cats. Kitties! What are we thinking? I mean, we get this, we just get another one sooner. And I can actually discover these too. This one I can't. It's required to have craftsmanship. Oh, I can actually turn this around. I can right click and do that. Eat. You can go for primitive armies. Creation of armed retinues allowed chiefs to conduct the first land-grabbing raids. That'll give us soldier production. Local cult development. Development of local cults created a base for urban self-identification. I think I'm gonna go for cosmetics so that we can choose from any of the rest of these later. Sooner rather than later. So let's go ahead and do that one. Neat. Cosmetics initially had a practical use. Malachite-based eyeshadow protected the eyes. It was used by men and women of all ages and social groups alike. Just as gods protected the celestial eyes, sun, moon, Sirius, Egyptians protected their own eyes with ritual pigments. First contact with the Fly people. We were encountered by the Fly tribe, and they showed us their lands. We found people of this tribe to be neutral towards us. We had better act carefully, as we do not know what they will do. So they're over here. Here lives an independent tribe of hunters and gatherers. Western lands with scarce vegetation. Ancestral land. This is the sacred land of the Fly tribe. They will fight for it to the end. Our tribe is not the only one. We have numerous neighbors. Soon we will have to unite them all under the rule of Horus. But build relationships as carefully as you pick your allies and enemies. Remember, friendship makes trade more profitable, while enemies can unite against you. Favor and cults. Favor is your authority in the eyes of gods and ancestors. To receive it, you will need to build cemeteries, temples, and appease the powers that be the best you can. In exchange, you will be able to ask for their assistance and patronage to cults. Menu. Choose your patron deity wisely. Your future depends on it. Alright. So I could choose happy. So happy. We beseech happy in bringing fertility, prosperity, peace, and abundance to Egypt. Seth, we plead with the king to call on the gods to prevent evils that Seth commits against our land. Protection from 2 common negative events. Protection for 2 common negative events. Okay. Horus, we worship the god Horus so that he won't deprive our king and Egypt's warriors of his guidance. And we've got Ptah. We honor Ptah as a patron god of all craftsmen. So let's go ahead and choose this one so we can get a bit more food sooner. Or at least balance out how much we're losing. Auto save, thank you. Alright, we finished that off. Okay, so yeah, we're getting less food now. So that was a one-off loss for a long-term... That was a short-term gain for a long-term loss. So maybe I don't know if I'd do that in the future. Yeah, we're already doing this one. I think we're gonna keep just going with this. Okay. And I can choose another technology. So let's go ahead and get the domestication of cats. Wild cats became a part of human life. Contraction of habits due to withering of the savanna forced wild animals to dwell closer to humans. Thus, wildcats rose to importance, not only by exterminating vermin in the wild, but also by protecting food stocks whilst living among humans. Cool. We're making food. Division of Proto-Indo-Europeans. The division of tribes speaking Proto-Indo-European languages is taking place on the Pontic-Caspian steppe. Over time, these tribes will spread across the world and will create new civilizations speaking English, Hindi, Russian, Farsi, German, Greek, and many other languages. So we're never going to meet these guys in the amount of time that we're going to deal with that. Yeah, we may, like, Egyptians may come into contact with, like, early Greeks in this period, in the Old Kingdom period, but I don't even know about that. Oh, and we can get another guy. Excellent. Let's have you do... Why is my exploration so much slower? Oh yeah, let's just explore around here. I have to drag a worker there. Here's another cult. Now let's keep going for the food. Oh no, we can't do that yet. Oh, I have to choose another one. I can only do... I guess I just can't do the one twice in a row. Go ahead and go with Horus. George are gonna... City patrons. Patron god you choose in the prologue will aid you, Tha, Horus, or Seth. Each of these gods gives you unique bonuses and actions. Some are always available on the control panel next to the create worker button, but some will appear as the game progresses. Remember to exploit the advantages of your patron god. Alright, let's start by... Let's just learn more about them first. Our scouts have returned with important information. The Fly People is an independent tribe of hunters and gatherers. They survive mostly on gifts from nature gods. One worker, not making any troops return. One area, not large. Actually, so that means we got 12 warriors at the moment. We have 10. Yeah, they have more guys than us. Let's see about raiding. Actually, let's... Yeah, I think that sounds good. I want to build houses. No, let's not do that yet. Royal Hunt. Our glorious king, to uphold his mighty bull title, decided to go hunt some animals in the countryside. This time, hyenas are his quarry. Hunting is a dangerous pastime and carries the risk of death for our beloved Horus. Alright, we got a good likelihood of not dying, so... let's just hunt. Do regular old hunt. Our king has returned with good news. The hyenas were successfully smitten by some. Word of the king's bravery spreads over the entire kingdom. He is the true mighty bull, and none can stand against him. One of our people was accepted in a fly tribe. He was accepted as one of their own kind, yet all his actions had no success. He brought great misfortune to their tribe. They decided that our gods are to blame. I think we should just kill him in that case. Yo. Thanks for the host, Sam. How's it going, dude? It's a cool game. I have only just started playing this one. I did play the one before it. It's very similar mechanics. The one before it is Predynatic Egypt. It's similar mechanics, kind of like you have tiles and workers that you work and gain food and production and soldiers and stuff. This is just farther in the future. Alright, let's go ahead and get craftsmanship. Production specialization started to develop in the Egyptian communities. Groups of craftsmen satisfying the needs of agriculture and everyday life emerged as a part of the rural community. Local nobility then were able to procure quality goods, while large volumes of standardized products were made available for commoners. Future indeed. A very early Bronze Age future. See. Alright. Have a good one, dude. Let's Let's get rid of you. Let's put you there. You can work on the food. You... Yeah, we'll just go ahead and build that. Actually, you stop doing that. Kind of... I don't know if that's the most useful thing right now, but... Let's go for the production. Ptah. Line of Ptah as a patron god of all craftsmen. Less dangerous now are the hyenas. Alright, so the less dangerous now. Still worshipping them. We're getting a decent bit of favor. Let's actually start hunting them. We want that production. And some of your resources are susceptible to wear and tear, spoilage, or just gradual pilfering. Lose 5% of those three: food production and luxuries per turn. Alright, it's better to, I guess, spend the food production and luxuries each turn. It's better to spend it rather than like make a lot, but be accepting of spending a bunch of that. Oh, that was lucky. We actually got rid of those. There was 30% chance, and we did it. Go ahead and hunt these as well. Actually, worship them? Nah, we're fine. Let's hunt them. That's it. Ooh. We don't have enough material for proper building maintenance. Decrepit buildings do not please the gods, and they will find ways to punish us for such negligence. Potential collapse and fire plus 12%. Well, alright, so we're working on that. Alright, increases by 10% each turn, it seems. Alright, the blessing's gone. We can get another tech. Let's get a primitive army. Creation of armed retinues allowed chiefs to conduct the first land grabbing raids. If you want to profit at your enemy's expense, or just want to defend yourself, you'll need an army. To create some troops, you will need to build barracks on vacant hills, start training warriors. Remember, warriors grow old over time and need to be replaced. Egypt's rulers started to create military units for internecine skirmishes and raids on neighbors. Bows, spears, and boomerangs and maces were typical weapons, while leather shields were used for defense. Units were small and recruited from physically strong members of the rural population. Alright, now it's only increasing by 4%. Let's go for Horus again. Alright, got some production there. Ancestral duty. Another generation of ancestor rulers have departed for the land of the dead. It's the duty of the living to honor and sustain them, so that they would help the living in return. We also shouldn't forget their own ancestors as well as the forefather gods themselves. Alright, I need public works for that. Alright, let's get another guy. Let's now keep exploring. Alright. Blooming of the savannah. Abundant rains have drenched the savannah and it has bloomed. Water has given life to the earth to plants, and plants to animals. Neat. Can't build anything there. Do some fishing. Fishing and chipping. Keep exploring. So let's just get this for the sake of connecting all that. Flint, fertile glade, and highlands. Cemetery. Gather. One-time thing. So do we want to wait for a cemetery or build a pasture? Do more exploring. Alright, what do we have here? More thickets. Really need public works. Yeah, let's go and do that now. Joint soil cultivation became the first step to a new social organization level. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that. Now, hills, acacia, flint. All right. Hey, military threat. Our scouts have detected military preparations. The fly people want to pillage our lands. Oh, do they now? See, they wanted to attack us first. Alright, our scouts stumble upon the lands of the cat tribe. We've found people of this tribe to be neutral towards us. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight you. We have 9, we have 9. Alright. Our tribe has established itself firmly in these new lands. Got a bunch more food. Assimilation of neighbors. To establish order and stability, the gods command us to mix with the local tribes so that we will live in unity. Encourage assimilation through interaction with the tribes. Alright. Have I met the worker limit? Go ahead. Oh wow. Got a big old thing over here. Got a whole town. Whole city. Let's just fill in this gap here. Alright, we got more workers going here now. More warriors here. Alright, they're pretty balanced to us at the moment. Built the barracks. Alright, let's actually get another one of you. Maybe start working that. Get this one. Development of local cults create a base for urban self-identification. Settlers from Upper Egypt venerated various gods, spreading their cults in the new territories. In the Nile Valley settlements, gods were worshipped as the omnipotent forefathers, patrons of trade or celestial phenomena. Over time, local cults and temple became a base for self-identification for the different peoples of Egypt's regions. Alright, so I got new cults unlocked. Sekar. That's upkeep of tombs. Bastet, which is gonna symbolize in the power of alliance series. If we can placate her. Alright, Neith. Neith favors our kings and guards the western border of our lands. And guards the western borders of our lands. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be useful. And the Flax tribe, they're neutral. They get cut. Get more food there. Ooh. Production is a little lacking at the moment. Actually, it would be better if we made grain here, and then because that's got the good clay, that we would do the other one there. Okay, so we could build a couple things here. Once we get a little more food stocked up, I think we should go ahead and... Once this one's done, we'll switch that one to production. Savages. Invite. No, we don't want to do that one yet. We don't have the time. Let's explore right now. There we go. Got the brain fields there. Ooh. Gifts of Happy. Happy, the great god of the Nile, has smiled upon us. He brings us bountiful gifts for our efforts. The nets of our fishermen are strained by the size of their catches, while riverbanks are thick with useful herbs and plants teeming with fowl. Wow, 40 years of river affluence. Growth 40% to all resources. So let's go ahead and put you there now. Just kind of take advantage of it. I think that's how it works. Alright, let's go ahead and do this one right now, so that we will hopefully do better at this. They have 8, we have 16, so that's a really good sign. Alright, now I actually will... I want to make the other thing. I want to make the... yeah, the production one there. Use a stratagem to defeat the enemy. Well, I mean, there's a certain chance that we get a positive thing. Flash of spears. You kill the commander. There we go. Excellent. We lost one guy and defeated all of theirs. We have repulsed an enemy attack, and our adversary retreated empty-handed. Oh, let's exterminate them. They're already being a problem. Yeah. Alright, so now, because we have the 50% there, we should do the 50%. We should build a flax here. Now, if we were to attack you, their defense is 6. They have 4. We've got 24. Will get us a lot more food and production. Go ahead and do. Let's launch a raid first. Do that. Okay, I need cemeteries. What's a way to increase that growth? Are technologies, cemeteries, build cemeteries on floodplains, on the hills of floodplains, and on highlands, build temples. Alright, so building one there would be good. Let's do that now, actually. That's not right now. Once that field is done. Lydos has become the most important necropolis for rulers of Upper Egypt. Its land is now sacred. The shortest way to the land of the dead starts right here. The god Wepwawet and himself will keep those who have passed on from getting lost in the darkness of the underworld. Good for you. Alright, we got a new trial coming up. Let's... multilingualism. Yeah, I'll get us to the rest of these things sooner. Multilingualism. Knowledge of neighbors' languages and culture allowed for closer contacts. The borders of Egypt's cultural landscape gradually expanded, and contacts with other tribes became the norm. They required an understanding of their language and culture, understanding cultural attributes of neighbors, and peaceful coexistence led to the creation of a unified Egyptian nation. Alright. I think the production... Okay, I get it. So that was going to say how much we were going to lose by the next turn. Now we are gaining some. Gonna get some from here, a one-off thing. Cool, cool. Let's go ahead and... of ancestors. Go ahead and do a gamble. Spears. Very good. Yeah, let's devastate them. Ooh, gluttonous hippos! Whoa, evil spirits possessed. a herd of hippos and led them to our borders. Unless we do something, they will trample down our fields and devour our crops. Hungry, hungry hippos have appeared near us. Alright, get devastated, flies. Let's spend some to... good relations to domesticate. Improves relations. Attack them. My food's actually pretty decent. Let's go ahead and subjugate these guys. What do I want to do with the hippos? I'll worship them here. Do some tech. Alright, so what would be most useful? 0.5 and 0.1 in every province, or 0.5, 0.1, and 0.1 fields. I think we'll go for every province. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one. These became an additional source of meat for Egyptians. I'm gonna go ahead and start building some cemeteries here. Only 2 turns. Oh, destroyed fertile glade. Trial. Cultural ejection. The cat people are one of the most powerful tribes in the region. Proclaiming themselves champions of ancient traditions, they blame us for all misfortune and are instigating other tribes into uniting to expel us. Oof. Alright, we need to convince them or bribe them. Let's convince them a little bit. Okay, we can get an achievement the faster we do this. Doing alright on food at the moment. Couldn't quite do it in one go, but fertile glade. Alright. We might get a silver on this if the mechanics are still the same. Alright, we're getting favor and culture from this. Alright, let's get fig growing. Importance and spread of fig cultivation increases in Egypt. Egyptians actively cultivated various kinds of fig trees. Various kinds of fig tree. Yeah, alright, yeah, sycamore. Sweet figs were a favorite food of Egyptians and were also used as a sweetener. In addition, sycamore trees were an important source of wood. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go ahead and fight. Lost 1. 2. Alright, yeah, let's exterminate him. Bestows craftsmen with talents required to create goods we can use to bribe the chiefs of the cat tribe. Excellent. Wars in Upper Egypt. The chiefdoms of Abydos, Ombos, and Heracanopolis have opened hostilities among themselves. Their settlements are being enclosed with walls, and a long war for domination of Upper Egypt has begun. Refugees have started to flow into Lower Egypt. Population limit exceeded. Oh, that's bad. We have exceeded the limit of population. Overpopulation will lead to major social tension, resulting in large penalties to all resource production. Build more houses to raise the limit, or disband extra worker groups using the control panel. Alright, we exterminated them. That's 7 out of 6 now. Alright, we just gotta have to deal with the fly people later. What can I... Okay, how's Marath? Alright, we need housing. Take 2 turns, so it'll be bad until then. But let's... So that won't be too big of a deal. Okay, let's see. What are we losing the most of right now? Production. Get some of that. Alright, we need to build more cemeteries there. Alright, we've got another... Hi. Improve relations. Sure, do that. Language barrier surmounted. Now that the languages of our neighbors are more than just a jumble of sounds to us, we can understand each other. Cool. Most impatient warriors of the cat tribe have decided to attack us to expel our tribe. Crap. We're losing food. this is actually not a good spot. We can at least defend ourselves well enough. And how... You just kill him right now? They're 27 to our 54, or 45. Just a bit of soldiers. I mean, that's really what our strength is at right now. Let's go ahead and fight him. Alright, we lost a dude. But whatever. Not losing any of those. Oh, it was that guy we lost. Wonderful. At least we can bribe him a little bit better. Yeah, let's... Yeah, we can subjugate him. Actually... Raid them first. Like, the 10 difference, I don't really like. Let's release them. Let's see if we can be nice to these guys, even though we're raiding them. Very cool. Predynatic Chorus. Yeah, our relation's just garbo at this point. Freaking hippos. Now they're doing that again. Yeah, come at me. Alright, we can choose now. Get the production. Copper smelting. Mastering copper smelting led to production of metal items. Traveling north allowed Egyptians to embrace the metallurgy skills of nearby tribes. Copper was smelted in kilns fueled by charcoal, with crushed malachite as the primary source of ore. Copper was used for making weapons and tools, but also for religious statuary and vessels. Great. Alright, fighting him here. Just exterminate. It's gonna be our most dangerous yet, but it really wasn't terribly. And I don't want to... Oh, whatever. We'll devastate him. Alright, yeah. Terminate them both. Okay, we just finish it now. We can't actually get rid of them. Because they take a little bit of turn, a little time. There we go. Bronze victory. I got an achievement, cultural assimilation. I could have done that one a whole lot better. We managed to reach an agreement with our spiritual adversaries. Now our region can live in harmony. One time plus 50% relation with cats. Yeah. We could have done a whole lot better there. Now they are neutral. Go ahead and do that. How do I do the assimilation? Annex tribe. We need chiefdoms. Alright, still a little bit before all that stuff. I don't know if I want to go right towards it. Go ahead and get opulent pottery. New ceramics production techniques emerged in Egypt. Social stratification created demand for luxury items. Fine stone vessels and lavishly painted pottery were actively produced. Mastering glazing techniques and usage of Egyptian blue pigment gave birth to a rich tradition of Egyptian science. Alright, do I want to deal with this right now? No point, I can't finish them off. Let's explore more. Oh, let's actually get rid of. Let's deal with the hippos. There we go. More room of population. Favorable inundation of the Nile. Years of divine grace have come. A good inundation of the Nile allowed us to reap extra harvests. What shall we do with the surplus? What does this do again? Divine assistance. Did I just accidentally choose neither? Like an idiot? Oh no, here it is. Let's go for the food. We could use more workers. Quite a few, in fact. Okay, one to do that. Wait. Yeah, keep doing that. I kind of want to assimilate these guys. Get on better relations with them. Let's improve relations here. I can't really, because I don't have enough luxuries. Maybe build some up, and then we'll improve relations. And flex fields are fixed. Houses are finished. Outsider exiled. Come on, this happens a lot. Alright, now they're hostile. Whatever. Let's explore. Tickets. Good clay. Get one more of you. You can get rid of the thickets. Okay, hippos are gone. Alright, the cat people. These guys. Extinction of large animals. The climate of Egypt is becoming more arid. Savannas dry out and herbivores and predators alike are leaving for the south. However, the Nile floods are quite violent at this time, preventing people from engaging in agriculture. Hunting and fishing remain their primary activities. Very nice. Alright, you want to fight? Let's fight. I want to wait for the culture for this stuff. I think I do, actually. Just a one turn. That will get me more culture. Proto-writing. Creation of Egyptian writing system. First hieroglyphs were names on primitive funerary stela before appearing next on pottery labels. Such inscriptions contain names, ownership markings, and descriptions of goods. Hieroglyphs were used to denote not only whole words, but also, specific sounds. That looked like true sorcery. Alright, cut the thickets. Go ahead and make a flax thing there. Oh, and crocodiles have migrated. Wonderful. Alright, bloom the savannah. Oof. Maybe 12%. Let's work on that. They're actually neutral, so let's work on that. I really want to get the chiefdom, so I'm actually going to wait for all this. Nice as irrigation is. Favor of Horus. Very good. Alright, let's just keep exterminating these guys. Just... yeah. Easy victory. Alright, we need 100 for chiefdoms. We're gonna get that in just a second. Let's have you explore for like just a second down here. let's make... We made a good couple flax fields already. Let's go ahead and build a grain field here. Actually. Want another cemetery, or do I want... That's only... I think cemeteries are generally the better one to do, but if you need the room, which at the moment I don't, houses would be better. Presence of foreign gods. Nice. Secrets of our neighbors. The settlers. More and more Upper Egyptian settlers are attracted by the fertile lands of Lower Egypt. Old traditions are becoming increasingly influenced by our culture. Assimilated plus 82 clans. Quite know what that means. But let's go ahead and get chiefdoms. Conflicts among tribes for resources led to the creation of chiefdoms. Proto dynasty comes to power. Our tribe has grown in power and started to acquire early state-like features. Yet other tribes do not lag behind, and they have started to form their own chiefdoms. The race to unify Egypt has begun. Chiefdoms arose as a result of wars and conquest. They were early proto-states consisting of many clans. The rulers of these chiefdoms then began to collect tribute and resolve conflicts in the name of the gods. Such increasingly complex relations became an intermediate stage in the evolution of clans and tribes and states. Alright, we can annex and assimilate. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Five turns for that. And let's go ahead and do that one as well. Oh, our troops are already busy. Never mind then. Cool. New customs and culture, new customs and traditions, progress, 8% of clans assimilated. Our gods command us to introduce new customs and traditions, ones representing both nations. We are even closer to each other. Proto-dynasty. The early dynasty consists of several Horus clans ruling a number of regions concurrently. The great endeavor of Egyptian unification soon began. Known rulers of Lower Egypt: Double Falcon, Crocodile, and Neith. Alright. Way of Horus. A permanent caravan route named the Way of Horus is now established between the Nile Delta and the lands of Canaan, allowing Egyptians to penetrate into the Near East. From there, they now bring back Canaanite wood, metals, and luxury items from the East. And that's good. Our region is one of the transit points, and we can profit greatly. Excellent. Now we should go ahead and get tombs. Tombs were a major step in developing a complex funerary architecture. Ancient Egyptians first buried their dead in sandy pits. Later, prominent people were buried in brick-lined graves. Mud brick walls separated the burial chamber from offering chambers. Sometimes a structure of wood and reed was built over the grave. Control commences. Alright. Good to know. I want to get another one of you. I think I should. We really need more production. I mean, the food. I think I should go ahead and... Another worker. Workshops. Cemeteries. Let's get a workshop. Merchants robbed. Lower Egyptian tribes have robbed some merchants on a trade route connecting Canaan and Upper Egypt. Their goods were intended for the nobles of Upper Egypt. Part of the goods made it into our hands. Alright, we got some of that stuff. Horuses of Upper Egypt will seek revenge. Ooh. Alright. Fight. Easy. The enemy is ambushing us. They actually got a couple. Well, that's the best they could have done. Like, the 2 people ambushed us. Killed 2 of our guys, we killed their 2. Nice. Scorpion. One of the Upper Egyptian chiefdoms now has a new ruler, the Horus Scorpion. His talents are impressive, and the gods have reserved a great destiny for him. Upper Egypt has entered the final stage of unification. Meaning, Scorpion is one of the most ancient and mysterious rulers of ancient Egypt. Scholars still debate whether such a ruler even existed. Was Scorpion just one man or several? Or was Scorpion instead a god, a settlement, or even a whole region? In any case, a number of important events of pre-dynastic Egypt are connected to the Scorpion hieroglyph. So this is someone that you actually kind of, I guess, quote-unquote, played as in pre-dynastic Egypt. So, yeah, this is, So this actually runs concurrently to some of the latter parts of the previous game, but this one is going to reach farther past it. So, cool. Now we're getting even more from Upper Egypt. Assimilation of neighbors. Praise the gods, we assimilated the local peoples and have created a unified Cusian culture. Now our peoples, though they look differently, see all Egypt as a single creation of the gods. Neato. Quest ascension of the tribe. The god Ptah, patron of our lands, is benevolent to us. Our settlement prospers, and we should properly thank our god by building a large temple. It will guarantee his protection in the future. Nice. Build a temple. Generosity of Horus. After having executed their leaders, most generous Horus has released captive warriors of the Cat tribe. Our neighbors have appreciated this act of Horus. Cool. Alright, gonna have to fix this. Good clay. And this, again, would be a better place to have flax. We're doing okay here. Alright, so we've got irrigation and concept of multiple souls. Irrigation works allowed for increased harvests of the Nile. The creation of unified irrigation systems in Egypt, requiring organized labor of thousands of people, only became possible under the rule of a powerful leader. At the start of the inundation, floodgates were opened, and through the system of channels, water flowed onto the fields bounded by dams. After a few months, excess water was drained. In this way, crop yields could be multiplied. Alright, what do I want? If I had food for it, this could be... we could domesticate the crocodiles. Those relations are good enough. They're pretty good, but they're not good enough. Alright, we're fixing that stuff. You know, we have to fix that stuff. Let's not do that right now. For now, do that. You, I will send to... now let's just deal with you. Go ahead and annex you. And for you... some of this. Cool, workshops. Now you should repair this. Summons, should probably... yeah, how do we build a large temple? Does it create a masterpiece? Alright, those houses have been repaired. Unification of Egypt. Of Upper Egypt. Restoring universal order, the mighty Horus Scorpion subjected Ombus and united all of Upper Egypt. Lower Egypt is the next target, but such a lengthy campaign will be difficult to organize, and Horus Scorpion has requested our assistance. Our Horus agreed. The trial, the subjugation of Egypt has started. The ruler of the south, King Scorpion, invaded the Nile Delta to bring peace to all Egypt. Scorpion will not succeed without our assistance, and our Horus commands to help. Alright. We actually have a lot of troops. Alright. Yeah, we spent a lot of troops doing that, but we got a lot. Alright, we got a lot of that now. We don't have much food. And now, concept of multiple souls. Concept of multiple souls is introduced. Egyptians believed humans had multiple souls, among them Ka and Ba. The Ka would be described as the human life force, whereas the Ba was associated with an individual's personality. Death was seen as the Ka leaving the body. Without feeding both Ka and Ba, the deceased would suffer second death, utter oblivion. Regular food would not only keep the living alive, but also would bring the Ka back to a corpse, or a depiction of the deceased. After death, the Ba left for the heavens, but returned to a statue of the deceased during sacrificial rituals. Interesting. King Scorpion has subjugated the southern Delta region. The chiefs of all tribes therein have acknowledged the power of Horus Scorpion. The eastern Delta is the next region to subdue. Alright. Yeah, my troops are expensive. I want to send... Let's... Yeah. Do that. Spending a lot of my troops right now. That's what I'm gonna try. I don't know how to build a temple. Oh, they ambushed us. We're losing guys. There we go. Alright, we lost a lot of guys for that. Alright, cool. That was one more. Military threat. Our scouts have detected the... freaking Flax tribe. Generosity of Horus. They're having executed their leaders, most generous... Blah. Oof, that's not good. We don't want to spend too many... Don't want to send too many troops. May not get a gold on this one. We've already lost way too many compared to how many they're gonna have. We may not get a gold, but hopefully we'll get a silver. Or we could get lucky. Terrifying event has occurred. The waters of the Nile have turned into blood. Oh. Pharaoh! What do we tell you? Listen to what Moses says! People are frightened, as it can lead Egypt in the worst consequences. Apparently I can't appease the gods quite yet. Getting risky. I mean, we are getting a decent number per turn. Alright. Gods have accepted our gifts and calmed down. They will not commit the evil they intended. Life has gone back to normal. Alright, actually, yeah, we could use the troops right now. Metalworking. Metalworking greatly expanded the capabilities of Egyptian craftsmen. A new class of craftsmen, metalsmiths, raised the art of copperworking to a new level. Despite having to use rocks for hammers, they were able to create sophisticated items, weapons, and tools. Nevertheless, stone remained the most widespread material for basic commodities in Egypt. Scorpion Warrior achievement unlocked. King Scorpion's army has subjugated the Western Delta region. This region managed to put up the most resistance to him, so some settlements therein were burned to cinders. Now all of Lower Egypt is ruled by King Scorpion. Alright, subjugated them all. Alright, yeah, I got a silver on it. Scorpion has unified Egypt for the first time, securing trade routes to distant lands from Canaan to Nubia. In gratitude for our assistance, Scorpion has showered us with gifts and freed us from all tribute obligations. Of Egypt. The Nakata culture eventually permeated all corners of Lower Egypt. All of Egypt then was perhaps for the first time united culturally and economically under the rule of one king, yet not for long. This lengthy process of unification of Upper and Lower Egypt would be finished only by the late rulers of the Second Dynasty. Alright, we domesticated these guys now. I had the food for it. Alright, so, cool. Alright, we've got 37, they've got 27. Oh, well, I mean, we're going to have some? Gonna have more? Alright. Got more than them. Got a good chance for the gamble. I think it'll be worth it to do it. Ooh. When bad things happen, we should defend. When good things happen, we should go on the attack. Alright, we got him. It was bloody. Oh, wait. Easy, I guess. Yeah, let's go ahead and start exterminating them. Creation of the state. Never before in human history has a single king ever controlled so much land. Scorpion and his entourage pray to the gods to give them wisdom. The first experiments in administration have begun. How will it be possible to rule such a huge territory? Who will protect it? Who will feed its people? I feel like at this point in history, China actually had more land controlled and more people. Maybe India as well, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, exterminated them. Once we have enough food, we're gonna go ahead and try and bully them a bit. Let's actually take you to deal with that. Yeah, go ahead and start doing that one. I'll go another 10 minutes. Death of Scorpion. Egypt wasn't politically united for long. After the death of Scorpion, many of the chiefdoms and tribes subdued by him now refuse to pay tribute and have declared independence. The rulers proclaim themselves true Horuses, and wars among them flare up anew. Creation of writing and cuneiform writing. Creation of cuneiform writing. In the Middle East, one of the first writing systems, cuneiform, was invented in Mesopotamia. Cuneiform appeared as a system of accounting, but later people learned to express their thoughts and feelings using it. Cuneiform was used to keep temple archives, write religious hymns and prayers. I'm so expressive, man. Caravan from distant land. Go ahead and get the... Let's get the frankincense. News of our riches has spread throughout distant lands, bringing a caravan to our region. Traders are offering various goods for trade. Do we need anything? Yeah, let's go ahead and get some of this. Oh, okay, I actually don't. I can do this multiple times. Actually got quite a few. Quite a bit of that stuff, so I think that... Yeah, go and do that. Bought them all out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this now. Cult of Dead Rulers. Sounds like a punk band. Powerful rulers became the eternal patrons of society. Deep respect for rulers of the chiefdoms led them to being posthumously venerated as ancestors. Powerful ancestors were deemed to be able to define the existence of their tribe as they did in life. They were guardians of stability for society, and their power came close to that of the forefather gods. Yeah. Go ahead and... Go ahead and just do that one. Just to kind of solidify our victory over here. Wet period. Climate has become wetter. The great desert recedes. It is the divine Horus who retakes his lands from Seth. The world's ocean levels are rising. Some animals are coming back. Very good. I think we, if we had more food. Keep on going with that. Raid him. Did we start defending, or I don't know? Devastate. Get another worker. Maybe a couple workers. But we should go ahead and subjugate would be really easy. 30% of their income. Go ahead and annex them. Yeah, let's do that. Is there really a reason to subjugate them? Income. Let's just annex you. Send you to work here. Another one. You can be our explorer. Okay. Going pretty alright so far. I got a silver and a bronze. Let's take a look at these achievements. Did I only get achievements for like the silver and bronze? Yeah, I only got... Alright, I got cultural assimilation. Finished the first trial by reducing the power of suspicion to 0. Alright, so, and then Scorpion Warrior. Finished the second trial by subjugating regions one by one. Alright, and then there are achievements for points. There aren't actually achievements for... Finish the second trial by making all the regions surrender. So it's not like for gold. Alright, yeah, finish the second trial in 2 turns. That's Scorpion King. Scorpion Sage finished the second trial by making all the regions surrender. If I had more troops, I could have done that. So it's not quite like bronze, silver, gold achievements this time. It's more just how well you do it and kind of just how you do it. I may focus on trying to get some of these achievements for the trials certain ways that would, yeah, so that I would get achievements. Or depending on if I'm good enough, I may actually just go straight for. If I'm not quite up to snuff, I'll just get them the best I can. There's a lot of achievements in this game too. Ooh, there's some tough ones here. Finish the game without worshipping gods even once. Finish the game without constructing graveyards, tombs, or pyramids. Wow. Finish the game without help from the patron god. Certainly a game that you could play a good number of times. Alright, this is a cool one. We'll see if I want to come back to this again tomorrow. But I'm done for the evening. This is a cool one. I can probably, like, my first time through, it'll probably be 3 streams, and then when I know what I'm doing, I will probably go more for achievements. And that should be a full. That's cool. Hieroglyph of our settlement. It depicts a fortress and a mace, pronounced in ancient Egyptian as Inu Hedge, meaning white walls. Memphis is one of its names in ancient Greek. Cool. So yeah, it's like probably 3 streams to get through it, casual, and then achievement runs. I'll probably be able to power through one of them, like, in one stream. And it'd be also cool if I do like back-to-back ones. If I do like pre-dynastic Egypt and then Old Kingdom, and hopefully we'll see how many more of these they make. Like, how far are they going to take Egyptian history? Like, maybe they go until Alexander. It's like that's kind of when Egyptian autonomy as ancient Egypt really ends, as far as I understand. Or maybe they will go through like the Ptolemaic era. Definitely when Rome conquers it. It goes from Rome to then the Arab invaders. Then it's pretty. I mean, even by Rome, it's very different from like more ancient Egypt. Culture really shifts, I think, once the Arab conquerors come in. All right, that'll be it for this time. Until next time, thank you guys very much for joining me. Rock over London, rock on Chicago. I'm Cyrock Omega, and have a nice day. Later.